I've managed to collect myself a whole bunch of vault crystals, but things are starting to get really expensive, and now we're starting to see things like Heart of Diamond popping up on the altar. So I did look that up, and it is super expensive. It's gonna cost a whole block of diamond and 4 vault diamonds. That and a few pieces of alexandrite. And at this point, I don't have any vault diamonds left, but I do have this box. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Vault Hunters. This is episode number 24, and today I want to run some vaults and fight some bosses. If you have been enjoying this series, let me know by hitting the like button and commenting down below. We are very close to hitting the first 100 subs on the channel, so make sure you hit subscribe and join along in the journey. Before we jump right into the vaults, I want to show you guys a little bit of what I've been up to. I've been grinding out a lot of materials, just kind of making some farms, getting things for the altar, because this many crystals does not come cheap. If you've been following along with the series, you know that I built these towers to essentially house a bunch of farms and to be able to get a lot of materials for the altar. The first tower I built has all my villagers in it, and honestly I don't even know if it's enough space for all the villagers that I need. And I've also added iron farms into the top of each tower. The top does need to be a little bit more open, but that way anywhere I go in the base, I'm going to have some iron being produced. They are just a little bit too far away to be active when I'm AFKing at the mob farm at the very center tower here. So I'm probably going to have to equip a few chunk loaders on each tower to make sure that things are really running properly when I go on full AFK sessions. The second tower that I built out houses a melon farm and a pumpkin farm, and those just crank out an incredible amount of materials just super fast. Honestly, I can barely keep up with it. I'm going to need more chests than I have here. Eventually, I'll be upgrading that to like drawers or some sort of storage mod, but at this point, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be using. This tower just has a basalt generator right now, and it's pretty simple design. Got a couple of minecarts going under, and it's really nice to use this because we have vein miner and we can just break all of the pieces at once. Since we have the use of vein miner, I feel like there's probably even better designs we can come up with to make this super efficient, but at this point this is what we're going to be working with. The last tower houses the sugarcane farm and the cactus farm, so I've managed to put together a ton of sugarcane so far. I decided to go with Tango Tech's design. It's really efficient and it takes minimal amount of observers, so a little bit less redstone than a lot of sugarcane farm designs do, albeit it does take a lot of pistons. On the next story up, we have the cactus farm. Very simple cactus farm, traditional design. I didn't really want to go with a bunch of redstone on this one just because I've been using a lot of redstone and it's getting a bit expensive. It's fairly efficient. It gets a good amount of cactus, enough that I need for now, but I'm definitely going to need to upgrade it in the future. I do have another open room in this tower here, so eventually it's either going to be filled with cactus or more sugarcane. The third option could be bamboo, so I haven't really made up my mind. It might end up being bamboo, and I might have to make some really big farms and some big industrial district type of stuff to really get some of the output that I need later in the game when the altar demands like tons and tons of massive amounts of material. Speaking of industrial district, I do have a little area off to the side in a separate plains biome where I've made a couple of machines to just get me a few obscure materials. I had to get a bunch of music discs. I didn't have to get a bunch of them, I just needed one. So I ended up building a farm for it, which right now there should be an iron golem here, but creepers come down from this little spawn platform and this guy shoots them up in attempt to hit the iron golem. I've got myself a good amount of music discs already, so I'm not really concerned about running the machine a whole lot, and it's kind of few and far between. I just needed a very specific one, and I didn't want to like scour the entire world to find it. Not to mention this is a super simple design, so really easy. Just a little creeper platform, drop them down 22 blocks, and have the skeleton try to shoot an iron golem. I made myself a little machine to actually get a bunch of these warped fungus, because I wanted them for a build. So then I just come out here, place them all over the place, bone meal them up, and they're good to go. And the last thing I built out here was just a mini farm. It's just meant to send a bunch of bone meal to let me get tons of vegetables and stuff. This one is definitely for altar uses. So that's the mini industrial district. This area will probably end up being where I do build a bunch of mega machines and all that. But as for now, it's just kind of a few small things. Alright, now that you know how I was able to get so many crystals and get all the materials for that, let's go ahead and hit some vaults. Okay, I think I'm all set to start running some vaults. I've got myself my vault box, an empty shulker box, and a bunch of extra potions. I also got myself a boss crate and have a lot of extra storage space for all the looting. I do have a few extra things, just an extra box of potions and some extra totems. And those are going to stay out here as just extra supply crates. I'm not totally sure how many vaults I'm going to go through this episode, but it's definitely going to be a good handful. I'm going to start off just focusing on looting, and if I find myself needing more storage space than the shulker box and the boss crate, then I'll probably end up fighting a boss just so I can get that extra crate. And then towards the end, I'm going to go ahead and go in and fight a couple of bosses. I want to see if we can get a few different bosses to fight and get ourselves a handful of boss crates and have a ton of storage space by the end of all of this. Alright, let's fire up this portal for the first time. I think that looks awesome. That looks really cool. It looks great from every direction too. That's awesome. Alright, let's get into it. So the first vault that I ran into was pretty solid overall. It didn't have a chance to get into too many rooms, but the first one was a Wild West room. Definitely one of my favorite rooms. There is tons and tons of chests all over this place. And if you know where to go, there's a lot of gilded chests all over this room. And of course there's trap chests everywhere as well. Tons of TNT traps all over the Wild West room. And before I leave, I always like to blow something up. The next couple rooms were a little bit uneventful. This boat room, and then this is usually a good dig site when there's sand and not lava, but it's mostly lava most of the time. This is one of my favorite rooms though. It's a big treehouse room and I love the idea of it. So kind of this mega tree where you climb up into the leaves and you can find all kind of chests all over the place. And it's not a ton of gilded chests or anything, but there is a lot of good loot in here. And of course, traps on traps. This room, apparently, I just heard was an End City room, and this is a very solid room as well. It did take a little bit of time to loot through all of this because there's a lot of places to go here. There's chests up on the ceiling hanging down, and of course the bulb in the middle has a bunch of ores. So not only does it have a bunch of ores, but it has a bunch of the compressed blocks, and those come really in handy when you are trying to roll vault crystals, or in general building purposes too. Most of the time they're just vanilla blocks. Down below you can find ores and pretty much all of these little mounds on the ground, and you can also find them inside of the waterfalls. The waterfalls in this one weren't the greatest, but you know, I found a few diamonds, so no complaints really. I ended up coming out of this one a little bit early just to play things on the safe side. I would say that first vault was pretty successful. I didn't get any vault gear, but I was able to get oh wait, I did get some vault gear. I did get a good amount of loot altogether though. I didn't get any vault diamonds, so that's really what I'm looking for right now to make that last crystal. And always vault gear, that's really what I want. Everything's great, honestly. Got a few ores though, got some compressed blocks, a bunch of burger parts, and you know, all the typical stuff that you find in the vault. Oh, this trader sells a common backpack. I don't think I can actually use that yet though, because I don't have that mod unlocked, so I probably have to do that before I can use that backpack. Alright, it was a pretty good haul. I'm going to go ahead and just grab some shulker boxes, throw all the loot in there, and we'll see what we get by the end of the episode. Alright, we almost filled 2 shulker boxes full of stuff, so that's pretty good so far. A lot of what we get is going to end up stacking on top of that, so those are just going to fill up a bit more and more, and then eventually we're going to have to spill over into the other 2. And I got quite a few crystals left to run with, so hopefully there's a ton of loot by the end of all of it. I'm not sure what my target level is going to be. I'm level 28 now, and I think it'd be cool to get to level 35 by the end. That would probably be a good, reasonable goal. I mean, I do have like 20 crystals, but that's like honestly almost 10 hours of vault running, so I don't know if that's going to be all in one episode. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. Let's crack open another vault. And that makes 5 vaults down. Along with the 5 vaults, I've got 5 shulker boxes, mostly full of stuff. There is one that has pretty much just some totems and some of the compressed blocks in there. And that's why there's some holes in these other stuffs. I have managed to get 5 vault diamonds, so we're well on our way to having a good amount of them, and I have at least enough that I need to open up that next crystal. But that's no worry right now because I still have a whole bunch of these crystals in here. And now that we've taken down 5 vaults and got a whole bunch of loot, I think I want to take down a boss. So if the next vault rolls a good vault that isn't like weakened or anything, not too many negative effects, then I'm going to go ahead and hit all the obelisks and take on another boss. Alright, let's get back to it. Gilded, extended, lucky, strong vault. Alright, we got a little bit of extra time, so that's going to come in handy. We're going to run this vault together, and we have pretty much one objective, and that is to get the obelisks. It is unfortunate that it is a gilded vault, but I just want to go ahead and get the boss killed so we can get ourselves another crate. It doesn't mean we can't loot along the way. If the chests are trapped, though. Okay, I'm going. Oh, look, there's one up there. Can't pass that up. Maybe just take another little look, see if there's any gilded. I don't see any. Alright, let's go. He's right behind me. Oh, not a good spot for that. We can't play tag in here. This is not a safe place to play tag. This is where we parkour. Not even a single obelisk yet. We gotta hit 4, but we still have over 25 minutes, so I think it's okay. Oh, and here's a city. I gotta go. I gotta do it. Oh, vault diamond. Sweet. Oh, yep. And there's an explosion. I do have several totems on me, so if I die, it's okay. Oh, no, I need those stones here. Just regular stuff. Ah, get out of here. I don't want to get too greedy, because I need to get to the boss fight still. Oh, and there's a spawner right there. Man, this is not safe. I'm going to just get out of here, because I've spent an extra 30 seconds, and I need to find those obelisks. Because honestly, I think that might be my only way out of here is to defeat the boss. Because I'm kind of lost. I didn't mark a waypoint, and I have not kept track of all of where I'm going. But here's another gilded chest. All right. No. Keep going. Oh. No, I thought those were chests. Keep getting distracted. Just keep going. Find the obelisks. How is it that I have not found a single one yet? Doesn't make any sense. And right as I say that, there is one right in front of me. Let's go. This would be a nice room to fight in, but that's alright. Oh, and there's another one right next door. Let's go. Oh, I definitely see an obelisk ahead. And a gilded chest. 2 in 1. 2 gilded chests. 3 gilded chests. Alright, we just gotta find one more obelisk and we can get the boss fight going. I honestly, just whatever room, as long as it's not lava like this one. We got 13 minutes left, so I'm feeling pretty good. It means as long as we find another obelisk in the next 8 minutes, we should be fine to fight the boss. There it is. The final obelisk. This is a terrible room to fight in, but we're gonna do it. Alright, I need to prepare myself for this. I'm gonna try to do it quickly so not a lot of ton of mobs spawn. We're gonna clear the inventory. Let's break out a bunch of stuff here. Apples galore. We're gonna eat a bunch of these. There we go. How about a golden apple? We're gonna smack down a potion or 2. I want all these potions and all these totems in my inventory to take advantage of the auto totem effect. And we're gonna keep most of the same things just in my inventory, just like that. But let's replace the food with the golden apples. Do I have any power bars in here? That would be helpful, but it doesn't look like I do. But we will use some of these chocolate bars just to make ourselves a whole lot faster. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, and we'll see how it goes. I do have plenty of time to fight, though, so that's good. Okay, there's a few mobs around. Let's take care of Captain Sparkles here real quick. And here we go. Oh, and it's the robot. It's a robot. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. We got totems. We got apples. We got potions. Oh, and there goes a totem. Alright, come on, bud. About halfway. Oh, the extra haste is really making a big difference in this fight. Come on, come on. Oh, we gotta get the bow. We gotta get the bow. We gotta get the bow out. Can't let him regen. Oh, he's so close. Come on. Let's get a few potions down. Oh, yeah, let's go. Give me that loot. Give me that loot. And we're back. Alright. I don't know what it is. That is actually the second time I fought the Vault Robot, and I'm pretty sure that's the rarest boss to fight. Yeah, so the old footage, it was terrible. So really happy to get some good footage on this one, though. Oh, that was awesome. That was so good. Oh, yeah. And there we go, another boss crate. Wait, where's my other boss crate? I'm confused. Wasn't I supposed to get another crate? After looking over the footage and the replay mod, I know 100% that I missed the boss crate and didn't pick it up. Dang it. Either way, I got a whole bunch of loot, and that was a great run, honestly. And it was really cool to get some good footage of the Vault Robot, because I really was bummed when I didn't get the footage before, so things turned out all good. We're just going to have to fight more bosses and get more boss crates. So this episode has been running pretty long, and I did promise you guys a couple of boss fights, so we're going to jump into a little bit of an action sequence to wrap things up. So yeah, let's go.